Hey you guys, so I just wanted to start the vlog because I am going to start reading tonight. I just finished watching New Moon and I am going to start reading Eclipse. I just did something really stupid. I was going to the restroom and I have to use my crutches, and I'm not supposed to put any sort of weight on my right leg at all, and I was feeling myself fall when I was on the crutches because I'm a very clumsy person just in general, and I went to go to the restroom to walk. Hold on. And I was walking and I felt myself falling. Thank you. And I put pressure on my leg, and now it's really, really screwed up. And I feel really stupid. And it was a very intense pain. It is the worst pain I felt since this all happened. And now it's just exceptionally sore. Worse than what it was. And now I'm mad because I just feel like I don't know, I'm just irritated because it really, 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 really fucking hurt. And I just want to cry. But I've got ice on it and I don't know, I'm just irritated. But I'm going to read Eclipse. Hopefully that'll make my mood feel better. I'm going to start it tonight. I'll just vlog you guys with updates. And yeah, I just want to get the vlog started. And I will just update you guys in a little while. So yeah, morning you guys. So it is 10 o'clock and I just woke up actually it's almost 11 o'clock, so I've been up for about an hour or so. But I am about ready to start reading Eclipse, and I'm just really excited about it because my mom said this was her favorite book in the series, so I'm really excited. So yeah, and I've only seen the movie. I think I said this in yesterday's vlog. I've only seen it once, so yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen, and I saw it years ago, years and years and years and years ago. But I just wanted to talk about something real quick that is just bothering me. So I just watched a video. Emma Books is the YouTuber that made it, about books she's changed her opinions on, and it was such a good video. I absolutely love her. I think she's amazing. She's one of my favorite booktubers to watch. And I got kind of irritated though, people in the comments, or this issue that's around booktube where people get really irritated if you change your opinion on something and then they say that you were lying, or that you, like, I don't know, that's just absurd to me. That's absurd. I have changed my opinions on books over the years so many times, and it's not that I was lying or anything, it's just I changed my mind. I'm pretty sure that people are allowed to change their mind about things. But like, an example that I'm gonna give is Turtles All the Way Down. When I first read that book 2 weeks ago, I absolutely loved it when I put it down. I thought it was great. But after self-reflecting on it, I found myself forgetting a lot of parts in the book. Like, I don't remember a lot about it. And I just remember how well mental illness was represented in it. But the plot wasn't the best, and I didn't love all the characters. I didn't have a deep attachment to them, which attachment to the characters is so important to me. I'd rather have a good book with great characters in it than a good plot. And to me, it lacked both. So I'm changing my opinion on that, and I was actually going to go on Goodreads today and change my rating. Just because I changed my mind. I've self-reflected on it for a while, and that's just how I feel. But now I'm kind of scared to do that after watching her video, because it seems like a lot of people get very, very pissed off when you change your mind. And it's just crazy to me. Like, I know for a fact that if I would have read Twilight when I was 13, that I would have just been all crazy about Bella and Edward, and that I would have loved everything about their relationship. And don't get me wrong, I love Bella and Edward now. I am totally, like, crazy about their relationship. I really do love them together. However, I noticed things that I would not have noticed at 13 about their relationship, like how unhealthy it is, how toxic it is, how it's not okay. It is not okay, their relationship. It is not okay to want to kill yourself because you are so obsessed with the relationship. it's not okay. It's wrong. And I don't agree with Stephenie Meyer's doing that in her books and then presenting it to young people. I don't agree with it. However, I still like the series. I really, really do. There's just some problematic things about it that I know I wouldn't have noticed as a teenager. And if I would have, like, say, reread it now at my age 19, I would have changed my mind about the series. And that's okay to change your mind. It's okay. And another thing that I've noticed about BookTube is that if you don't agree with certain things, like, I love the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. I absolutely love it. I know there's people out there who don't like it, though, and that's totally fine. I've seen booktubers already who say that they are not the biggest fan of the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, and they find it problematic. I find it problematic. Believe me, there are certain things about it that I find completely irritating. But I still love the series. I love the story. I love the romance in it. I really, really like it. But it's okay if somebody else doesn't like it. That's totally fine. And I just noticed, though, that some people are not that respectful of other people's opinions. You know, like, when my mom and I have completely different reading tastes, and there's been series and books that she's asked me to read, and I've tried it, and I've said I really, really don't like it. And it's a book that she loves. But I love it because she loves it. You know what I mean? Or if there's a book that's changed my perspective on things or that has affected my life so greatly because I loved it so much and I've been able to connect with this book, I'll be like, Mama, can you read this book? And she'll go to read it and she'll be like, okay, I don't understand it or I don't like it. But she'll say, I love it because you love it and it impacted your life so much. Those are the kinds of respectful conversations that BookTube people, or people in the comments at least, that watch the BookTubers, I feel like BookTubers do a great job at respecting their other fellow BookTubers' opinions. But people in the comments need to be, like, more respectful and have those kinds of conversations, because not everybody's going to like the same stuff. And that's fine. And don't be offended if somebody really hates a book that you absolutely love. Don't be offended by that. They're not saying they hate you. They're just saying they don't like the book. And that's part of reading. That's part of being a part of a reading community, is that you're not going to agree on everything. You're not all going to love the same books. And that's okay. That's totally okay. Don't sweat it. It's no big deal. Just hit myself in the face. But anyways, I'm going to start reading. I just wanted to kind of talk about that because it was just something that was bothering me, and I feel better talking about it. But I'm going to start reading this. I'll update you guys later and tell you what I'm thinking of it so far, and I will just talk to you guys later. Hey guys, so it is like 6 o'clock in the evening, and I have not read a ton today or vlogged much today because I had a really bad Crohn's episode, and I figured this would happen, and it's just been a really, really bad day. I can honestly just start crying right now because it's just been full of pain and agony, and it's intensified the hip pain like by a lot, but the pain with the Crohn's was just so bad. I was sweating, and because sometimes the pain is so intense with the Crohn's episodes that I literally just sweat and sweat and sweat and sweat. Like my hair was like wet by the time it was over, and it just intensified everything. But it was just bad, and I hadn't had a bad Crohn's episode yet, and I was hoping that maybe the first week I wouldn't have one, and I did today. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not angry. I just am very tired. Like, after it was over, I slept for like 2 hours because it just exhausted me. So, but yeah. So, now I just have a headache that I've had all day, and I don't know why. I don't normally get headaches, but I've had a bad one today. Sorry. So tired. And the hip is the worst it's been. It just seems like every day it gets worse, which I know there's going to be a day when that stops, like when it starts to feel better. But right now, you know, it's not even been a week after surgery, and it's going to be like shitty and everything, and it's going to hurt. So I'm just, you know, used to that. With Eclipse, I have gotten, I think, 45 pages in, so not a lot by any means. But I haven't obviously felt like reading today. It's just been kind of a slow day. I'm thinking about picking it back up. And if I'm not in the mood to read that, I'm going to read 50 Shades of Grey. Because honestly, I'm so tired. I don't know how much I'll remember if I read Eclipse. And the reason I have 50 Shades of Grey with me is because if I am in a reading mood, but because the medicine has made me so tired that I don't know if I'll remember, I'll pick up 50 Shades of Grey instead of Eclipse or whatever book I'm reading in the Twilight series. So that's just how that's gone because, you know, I already know what happens with 50 Shades of Grey, so I'm not really worried about it. Oh, I think I'm running a fever. Anyways, falling apart at the seams. This isn't like a video to like say how awful my life is or anything. That's not what this is about. I just wanted to update you guys and tell you why I haven't read. Things are better now. I've still been laughing today and having, you know, a good mood. Like, I've been laughing with my mom and dad and everything and my brother, so I haven't been like down or anything, like mentally. My mentality has been pretty good. Just been a bad physical day, so. But that is it. I'm going to try to read now. We'll see what happens. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So I just changed and brushed my teeth and like, you know, freshened up and everything. And I sat there and I was like, I don't think I want to read Eclipse and I don't think I want to read 50 Shades of Grey. So I asked my mom, I got toothpaste on my mouth. I asked my mom to come with me in my room to pick out some books, and I can't carry any of them. Some books, that's a understatement to say the least. But I grabbed out of my library a bunch of books because I just didn't want to go back in there and stand, and I didn't want to have to ask her to go back and forth because we all know that I have really bad indecisive reading habits, and I wasn't going to be like, okay, can you grab this book for me? And then be like, never mind, I don't want to read that, and ask her to go back like 10 times. So I just decided to ask her to grab, like, I'm going to say there's 15 books here. Yeah, that's a solid number, I think. So I have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I really want to start the Mortal Instrument series. And so I have this one. I don't know which one of these I'm going to read yet, by the way. Obviously, there's so many freaking options. Anna and the French Kiss, which I've started, but I don't know, it's not very interesting to me yet so far, but we'll see. And then I've got To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. And then I have Persuasion by Jane Austen, which I really, really want to read because I love Jane Austen and anything by her. And then I have Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I have Cinder, which is another series I want to start, the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I have, oh my god, there's so many, you guys. Oh my god, I just dropped some. Oh, Mom, I'm pissed. Sorry. And then I have Not Film by Marisha Pessel, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this, so I might actually read this one. So, yeah. I'm sorry, Mama.
That'd be okay.
Here. I'll just take it.
You got issues.
I do got issues. Next, I have The Woman in Cabin 10, which is another, I think it's a thriller. Yeah. So, I've got this one. I have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Oh, and Cabin 10, or The Woman in Cabin 10 is by Ruth Ware. Then I have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I have Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Ugh. And then I have The Selection by Kiera Cass, which I really want to read this. And then I have The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, which I need to continue reading. And then I have Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. And by the way, this one I'm kind of nervous to read because I've heard there's absolutely no romance in this, which makes me kind of nervous because I really like romance in books. And one of the things that I wish Harry Potter series would have had more was more romance. But, so I'm a little nervous to read this. But everybody says it's so good and that it doesn't even need romance. The Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. She's the author that you wanted to read that trilogy because it sounded interesting to you. The
That's a magic.
yeah,
Magic.
I think it's the the dark, I don't know what it's called, I forget.
Dark for magic.
Yeah, and she's the author. Like, she has Victoria Schwab for young adult, and then V.E. Schwab for adult. So,
I like anything with magic or dark magic.
she is a fantasy writer.
Wizardry or
Yeah.
supernatural.
So, she's really good. That's what I hear. And I need to read one of her novels. But I'm going to sit here and try to decide which one of these I'm going to start with. But I just wanted to have a wide variety, so that way I wouldn't have to ask my mom to go back and forth to my bedroom and pick out books. So, yeah, a little embarrassing. And over here I still have Eclipse, 50 Shades of Grey, and then the first book of the Vampire Academy. So I've got tons of options now. I'm really happy about that. And I really think I might start reading Not Film. And Mom is about to watch Gone with the Wind. Yesterday we watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, The Polar Express, Christmas Carol, except I didn't really watch Christmas Carol or The Polar Express because I started reading. And we watched It's a Wonderful Life. And then my mom started watching some cheesy Christmas movies, which I'm not down with, so I decided to read. Yeah, she didn't like them. So I decided to read during those. But, oh, and I have Matilda over here. Oh my gosh, I've got so many books. But I just wanted to say that I'm going to end today's vlog because it's getting really, really long. And, yeah, so I will end it here. I'll let you guys know in the next vlog what book I decided to read. And I will just talk to you guys later. Bye.